In this podcast, we're going to talk about how to avoid fragments with ing phrases. What is ing? Ing is an ending we attach to a verb to construct a certain kind of tense. Here's an example. If you take the verb to work and you attach ing, you get working. And here's a sentence using a verb that ends in ing. I am working. And if we want to have a sentence in the past, we will get something like this. We were working. There are two common types of fragments with ing phrases. The first type has to do with the fact that we text a lot. The second type happens when we're trying to add some information to something that comes earlier in the sentence. Let's look at the first type. When we text, we often write something like this. Watching television, period. Going out with friends later, period. Now, when we're texting, this is acceptable because most likely the person receiving the text understands that you are the person watching television and you're watching it now, and that if you're going out with friends and it's still you and you're going to go out later. However, when you write an essay, this is not acceptable. You would have to write something like, I am watching television, I am going out with friends later. So what did I do? I added a subject, I, and I also added the verb to be, which most of the time goes with a verb that ends in ing. I could also combine the two sentences and say something like, I am watching television, comma, and I am going out later. What allows me to join the two sentences in this case is the comma after television and the word and. Let's take a look at another example and let's see if you can fix it on your own. So here we have two fragments with ing. Having a great time, period. Looking forward to seeing you here, period. Think about it for a second and then see if you can fix it using the two methods we've just seen. Okay, so now we're fixing it by adding I am in both sentences. So it would read like, I am having a great time, period. I am looking forward to seeing you here, period. And now let's try the other way when we're combining the two sentences. I'm having a great time, comma, and I'm looking forward to seeing you here. Now let's look at the other type of fragment with ing, when we're trying to add some information to something that comes earlier in the sentence. I sat on the balcony, period, admiring the sunset. Now, as you can see, the second group of words is not a sentence because it's missing a subject and it's missing a full verb. So let's see if we can fix it together. I sat on the balcony admiring the sunset. All I have done here is just take out the period. Let's take a look at another example and let's see if you can figure it out on your own. I worked very hard last summer, period. Trying to make money to buy a new car, period. What would you do? All you have to do is take out the period. I worked very hard last summer trying to make money to buy a new car. Okay, so here's a little quiz for you. I gave you 5 sentences. I would advise you to take a piece of paper and copy these sentences because when I give quizzes, I like to recycle the sentences that I use when I do my podcasts. So pause the video, take a piece of paper, take a pen, and try to fix these sentences. Then when you're done, you can press play again, and you can look at the answers. And here are the answers. The answers are in blue. Look this over, review these sentences, because there is going to be a quiz one day, and the sentences are going to be very similar.